office. We'll have more on that story in a moment. Now, the more Raila Odinga moves closer to and cozier with President William Ruto, the more he is getting estranged in the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition party. The party's faction, led by Kalonzo Musyoka, insists that it would amount to betraying the young protesters who paid the ultimate price trying to save the country from what he has termed as a disastrous Kenya Kwanza regime. NTV's political affairs reporter Vincent Odwor tells us more.
The fallout within Azimio la Umoja One Kenya after Raila Odinga accepted to cooperate with President William Ruto through a national dialogue forum and a broad-based political framework seems to be here to stay. The two had settled on that as a way to get the country out of the current political crisis. However,
we shall not participate in or support the proposed Kenya Kwanza-led broad-based government of national unity, because this is a betrayal of the Kenyan people, particularly Gen Z and millennials, who are paid the ultimate price to rid this country of the disastrous Kenya Kwanza regime.
Despite the differences within Azimio, President Ruto has nominated the first batch of 11 persons who will join his cabinet once vetted and approved by Parliament. The head of state has also admitted to be in ongoing consultations that will inform the nomination of the next batch of nominees to the cabinet, a move that the Kalonzo-led Azimio faction has rejected.
I have started the process of forming a new broad-based cabinet to assist in driving the urgently needed and irreversible transformation of our country.
A cabinet reorganization and changing of office holders will only be cosmetic. Unless, and I want to add this, unless that new cabinet will take place after what our leader, Honorable Raila Odinga, has called a convention. A convention, not a dialogue. Following that convention, then there can be engagement with regard to interim arrangements of a government of national unity. And a transitional government of national unity.
Without that, the leaders of Azimio's subsidiary parties, Wiper, Na Kenya, DAP Kenya, and PNU have maintained that Azimio will remain in the opposition.
Should any of our members opt to join the proposed Kenya Kwanza-led broad-based government of national unity, we shall not be party to that decision. They will actually only be joining in their individual capacities.
The leaders have vowed that between the young protesters and the people of Kenya at large on one end and the Kenya Kwanza administration, they will not stand with the William Ruto government. Vincent Odwor, NTV.